Ahead on this week's CAL FIRE report, ride with pilots as they combat the Fairview Fire from the air at night in Southern California, and hear from firefighters on the ground from our Notes from the Frontline segment. Plus, the challenges firefighters face as they take on fast-moving wildfires throughout California. Thanks for joining us this Monday, September 12, 2022. I'm CAL FIRE Battalion Chief Isaac Sanchez. Here are the fire statistics for the week. CAL FIRE has responded to 6,289 fires this year. More than 332,000 acres have burned, much less than last year. Last week, California saw a record-breaking heat wave. Thankfully, this week cooler weather is in the forecast, but firefighters remain busy battling 16 active wildfires across the state. Let's get to some of the largest of those fires. The Mountain Fire in Siskiyou County has burned more than 13,000 acres as of this morning. Several roads in the area are still closed, and CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 5 remains in charge of this incident. The fire is 60% contained. The Mosquito Fire in El Dorado and Placer counties started 5 days ago. Despite cooler temperatures, the very dry vegetation is driving this fire's growth. The steep and rugged terrain is also making it difficult for ground crews to access the fire directly. The fire has grown to more than 46,000 acres and is 10% contained. CAL FIRE is in unified command with several agencies on the Mosquito Fire, including the Tahoe National Forest and the El Dorado and Placer County Sheriff's Offices. Check out a new Notes from the Frontline that explains some of the important work firefighters and crews are doing to protect communities from the fast-moving Fairview Fire in Riverside County. As of this morning, about 28,000 acres have burned. Firefighters have increased containment of the Fairview Fire thanks in part to recent rains to 53% contained. Incident Management Team 6 is handling the fire.
When we're out there, it's pretty smoky, especially since we're there right in front of pretty much watching the flames come towards us a little bit. My name is Chinar TJ Oak. I'm from Fresno Kings Unit. I've been here since the fire here in Riverside, the Fairview Fire started. We were out on the line last night. We were at the fire front. The fire was approximately 6 to 10 feet in flame length. We were able to let it burn off just a little bit. When it started cooling down, there was a break in the road. We were able to just keep the heat down, put the fire out a little bit. Half our strike team got diverted to structure protection, so we were able to save some homes there.
It's September, so everything's dried out with the wind, and the heat wave that we've been experiencing has played a huge factor into the spread of this fire and the challenges that we face with that. The fire was coming downhill at us really fast. We had a very short window to do some back burning, so we did a burn operation this morning, started down here to make a buffer, eliminate a lot of the fuels in between us and the fire so that we were able to hold it on this road.
It's our job, it's our duty to take care of the community, the people and structures here in the environment.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to fight fire from the air and in the dark? Here's a quick ride with our pilots as they do some night flying firefighting to combat the Fairview Fire in Riverside County. The terrain in that area is very steep, and utilizing the CAL FIRE Hawk's night flying technology provides us another tool to tackle wildfires after dark. Wildfire danger isn't over after the flames are put out. Flooding and debris flows, road instability, and structural damage are just some of the dangers that exist after a wildfire. When you do return, check your roof, attic, and the entire house for potential fire damage. Use caution around trees, power poles, and other tall objects or structures. Make sure to report electrical problems, gas leaks, and damaged equipment to your local utility company. And that's the CAL FIRE report for September 12, 2022. For updates on large wildfires, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And for tips on how to protect your family and home during a disaster, visit readyforwildfire.org. I'm Battalion Chief Isaac Sanchez, and have a safe week.